Hi everyone, Hannah here from Discover Dogs, and I'm here to talk about fleas today. So, in most of Canada, the flea season starts around May. Unfortunately for us, Vancouver is beautiful, and so it's kind of always flea season here. Today, I'm going to talk about prevention and what to do if you do get fleas on your dog or cat. So we really don't like to aggressively treat your dog for fleas when they don't actually have fleas. A lot of the medications you get from the vet are topical insecticides, essentially, and it's just really hard on the body to constantly have those chemicals on you all year round, especially like I said in Vancouver, where you could get fleas any time of year. So what we like to do is mostly use herbal prevention deterrents. So things like cedar or lavender oil, fleas really don't like the smell of. So what you can do is take a couple drops of cedar or lavender essential oil, put it in a spray bottle with some water, and just spray a bandana or your dog's collar and have them wear it as a homemade flea collar. What you can also do is get this product here called Mix for dogs. It has lavender, myrrh, rosemary, mint, a bunch of actually really good smelling herbs to us, but the fleas don't like it, so they're less likely to jump on your dog. And this does have a carrier oil in it, so you can put it directly on your dog's skin. There is a separate one for cats because cats are more sensitive to certain plants, so if you do get it, make sure you're getting the one for dogs or cats. And you can just put it on behind their neck, middle of their back, and near their tail, and it'll just kind of, make them less interesting to the fleas. Another thing anecdotally that we've found is that healthier dogs are less likely to get fleas, so feeding a fresh diet, less processed food, less sugary grains and that sort of thing might help prevent being really attractive to those fleas. A couple other things you can do to prevent a big flea infestation are keeping your lawn cut short, checking your dogs often for fleas. If you can catch the first one or two, you can prevent them from really setting up camp on your dog's body or in your house. So checking your dog for fleas, what does that actually mean? I would really recommend a flea comb. So this is going to have really close together teeth there. You can get different lengths of the actual teeth for longer or shorter coats, obviously, and you're going to want to use this to get right up to the skin. So it's harder for longer haired dogs, obviously, but really try to separate the fur and get in there. You're going to want to check anywhere kind of warm and dark. So, under the arms, the base of the tail, in the groin area. Think about if you were a flea, where would you want to live? So check those places often. Now, when you're brushing, you're not just checking for the actual fleas. You'll want to check for signs of fleas. So you can check for the little eggs, their little tiny white dots, and flea dirt. That's the easiest kind of piece of evidence you can find that would point to fleas. Unfortunately, at first it just looks like normal dirt, so you might scare yourself a little at first if you start noticing it a lot. But the way that you can tell that it is flea dirt is you take it, put it on a little white towel, and then you're just going to wet it. If the dirt turns red, that means it's flea dirt, because what flea dirt is actually the flea's excrement, and the fleas have been eating your dog's blood. So it's blood that is going to turn red. So yeah, watch out for that. If there's flea dirt, it most likely means you do have fleas somewhere on your dog and you'll want to move on to the next step of getting rid of those fleas. When you're doing the comb throughs, it might be helpful to have a little basin of water with some soap in it. If you do find a flea, you can kind of catch it in the comb and then just put it right into the water so that it won't jump away and potentially get on you or in your house. Okay, so the worst case scenario has happened. You have found fleas. You found many fleas and you need to get rid of them as quickly as possible. What do? So the first thing I would do is brush your dog out as much as you can, outside probably, and then get them into the bath. Give them a nice flea bath with some herbal shampoo. You can actually put this into an unscented shampoo and shake it up if you wanted this kind of smell, or anything really with those kind of lavendery scents will help deter the fleas in the future and potentially get them to jump off of your dog into the bath. Make sure you're lathering them up well and giving it time for, the fleas to potentially get caught in the soap and then come off of them. After cleaning off your dog, you're going to want to clean your whole house. This is probably the most annoying thing about having a flea infestation, is that you really have to be cleaning the house basically every day, and then you can kind of switch to weekly once you haven't been finding fleas, because those tiny eggs are going to potentially be in the dog's bed, on your couch if you let your dog on the couch like I do. The easiest way to clean all these things is with diatomaceous earth. So what that is, it's basically very, very fine dirt made up of the exoskeletons of diatoms, which are like single cell organisms. Pretty crazy stuff. Basically the fleas breathe it in and it cuts up their insides. Sorry, fleas. So you can sprinkle that all over your couch, all over, anything basically that you can't put in the washing machine. And you can actually put it topically on your dogs as well. So sprinkle the diatomaceous earth all over the couch. Leave it for as long as you can, basically. I would try to leave it on the couch throughout the house for hours. If you can keep your dog out of that area of the house. What we usually do is keep the dog somewhere like the kitchen or the bathroom where we can easily vacuum and mop, and let the diatomaceous earth sit on the couch, giving the fleas time to walk through it. After that time, you'll vacuum it up, and then, I would do this a couple times a week until you know that the fleas are gone. So on your dog, after you've given them that bath and allowed them to dry out, I would put diatomaceous earth kind of throughout their fur, and the same thing is going to happen if the fleas walk through it. They will inhale the diatomaceous earth and die. So you're going to want to be obviously brushing your dogs every day with a normal brush and probably also a flea comb to get through it. Keep doing those checks, check for the flea dirt, the eggs, and that sort of thing. If you are comfortable using chemicals on your dog, you can use something like Zodiac, which is the same active ingredient as Advantage, and that will kill the adult fleas, but it won't get rid of the eggs. Again, with Advantage or Zodiac, you're going to want to make sure you're getting the right product for the right animal, so pay attention to the weight and the type of animal, so cat or dog. And again, you can use a diatomaceous earth or some herbal remedies for both of those. Zodiac will control the fleas within 1 day of treatment. Diatomaceous earth will control them within 4 days, so it doesn't work as quickly. If your dog has sensitive skin or you're just worried about using that many chemicals in your house, you can definitely try the diatomaceous earth or herbal options first. Definitely bathe your dog before using the Zodiac, because once you do apply it, you're going to want to leave it on for 4 weeks to allow the fleas to come into contact with the chemicals and die off that way. So you don't want to be removing the chemicals with a bath. All of these products are available on our website or in store. Check out discoverdogs.ca/shop and look under wellness in the Flea and Tick section, and you'll see the combs, pet mix, some shampoos, and lots of helpful things. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, or you can email, call us, or stop by if you're in the Lower Mainland. Thanks for watching.